Let's talk Amnesia. So the anime Amnesia is a 2013 anime based off of a visual novel. It's 12 episodes long, and I have a lot to say about it. Is it worth the time to watch? Will you like it? Well, let's talk about it now. Before I talk about the plot of the anime, I want to stress something. I am not talking about the visual novel, and I am not talking about this anime in the context of the visual novel. I have not read the visual novel. Meaning, I am going to talk about this anime as a standalone anime and how well it does by itself without the structure of the visual novel. The point of this anime is supposed to be, an anime is supposed to stand well on itself, and if you like it enough, you can go, I guess I can read the manga or play the visual novel, or if you played that first and you read and you watched this anime, it should upset you. Okay? It should upset you, not make you happy. So please keep that in mind as I talk about this anime, and I'm also going to explain why it should upset you. Let's talk about the story. The story is lacking, much like any other harem or reverse harem out there. There's almost no plot. We have a girl who I will call No Name, because her name is never revealed in the anime, for the only purpose being that it was originally a visual novel and they couldn't make up a name for her, I guess. But I digress. So, No Name here has lost all her memories, obviously, and some strange fairy boy comes to her and to help her gain her memories back. That's the basic plot. Here is where I see problem number 1. She's looking for her memories, but that's the least thing that she does in this anime. All she does is get captured by men and fucked up the ass, as well as a time loop. We need to talk about that. She's stuck in a time loop, as every time she dies, yes, she dies, she is fucking a new man. I'm sure this whole time plot thing was never really explained, and if it was, that's how much I wasn't paying attention to the plot. The story just moved way too slowly and was more about, hey look, I'm fucking him, which I guess is the point, but this is an anime, not a visual novel. We are not in control of what the character does, unlike the visual novel, so here we go again. That's a problem. Let's talk about the art. The art, honestly, is the selling point of this anime, and this anime is your average reverse harem, but the art is amazing. I think that the colors are great and the eyes on the characters are amazing, but unfortunately, even that has its own faults. The character designs are cool and all, but you can tell when the people making this anime got lazy, because the characters would literally just be a still image, or there would be way too many close-ups of the characters' faces, so they didn't want to draw, like, the body and shit. But the art is my favorite thing about this anime, and this one thing that made me go, wow, I should probably check out that anime because the art looks really cool, which is something I don't normally do, but I did it here. Let's talk about the sound. Not memorable. I honestly do not remember any of the music in this anime, besides the opening theme, which I loved. The ending I barely can remember, but the opening is great. All other music just doesn't come to my head right now, which isn't a good thing. You would actually, normally go, I remember that one episode where that one music played in the background, but I honestly can't remember any of the music in that anime besides the opening theme, which is, again, not a good thing. Let's talk about the characters. The characters in this anime are fine and all, my favorite being Toma, but that's because I like all the crazy ones that lock you in a cage. But whatever. I guess all the characters had their own personality, some of them being that usual anime trope. Everyone but No Name, that is. No Name has to be one of the most bland, boring female leads I've ever seen in an anime. And yes, I've seen Diabolic Lovers, and she's more bland than the character in that anime. Pikachu has more personality than she ever will. She never gives any real reaction to things that people say to her. She never fights back or questions her boyfriends at all. She just fucking stares at them all day, without giving them any straight answers, just stares at them. Even when she gets drugged multiple times and thrown in a cage, she doesn't give a reaction. She just sits there in the cage, dumbfounded. And Orion has no real character development either. I almost question why he's even in the anime. I am sure they went, well, this guy's in the visual novel, so why not have him in the 12-episode anime that had no context or clue why he's here? Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. I mean, the guy didn't show up when she needed him the most and was only really there to say something about the plot that we really probably didn't even need to know, honestly, if you didn't give a shit this much already about the plot. So overall, this anime is a 6 out of 10 for me. There are definitely way better reverse harem out there, and definitely better anime that were based off of visual novels. You can't make your main character fucking boring and more plain than a piece of white paper. You have to at least give her a damn name. We weren't playing a game here, we were watching characters interact with each other. I wanted to love this anime so much, and then when I first watched it, I did love it. But now that I've rewatched it, grown, and seen more anime, I realized that they could have done a much better job than what we got here. This kind of anime is only good for those of you that like to turn off their brain and watch a bunch of hot guys fuck around with a submissive girl in the ass. If not, you probably want to stay away from this anime. I'm sorry if you like this anime a lot. I know a lot of people love this anime and adore it, but I have to look at it as a critical point of view. I wasn't being at all biased, and I gave my honest opinion here. So if you do love this anime, you can tell me in the comments about why you loved it. I'm going to tell you one thing right now. Do not give me that bullshit about it being based off a visual novel and I should just know the context of the original source. As I mentioned in the opening, I wanted to judge this anime based off a standalone anime by itself and how well it does by itself, because not everybody is going to know it's based off of a visual novel, okay? And not everybody likes visual novels, so not everybody's going to want to play the visual novel. You have to create something that makes people interested in it, or at the very least, make someone enjoy your product, even if they don't know what the original source was. I mean, just think about Naruto for a minute. That's a popular anime. What if they just didn't base Naruto, or what if they took the manga and took half of the stuff that was in the manga and just kind of put it in the anime? You wouldn't be happy, would it? Or better yet, how about I say this? If the visual novel didn't exist and they still made the anime the way they did, would you still be happy? Answer that for me. So also tell me your comments and questions and concerns and what you think about this anime. Was I too harsh about this anime? Was I wrong about anything? Did I miss anything? You can let me know in the comments down below. Also, I have another channel, a gaming channel. I don't really like to self-promote here, but if you did come from that gaming channel, you can stick around this channel for not only anime reviews, but video game reviews once in a while. If you like watching Let's Plays or walkthroughs of videos, you can go watch that. So, thank you guys for watching. Let's talk Amnesia. I will see you in another video. Don't kill me.
Does it hurt? But if you tape it tightly, the bleeding will stop. Loosen it after a little bit.
All right.